Hello and welcome to LTTT
772's review of Smackdown on the 26th of June.
And Smackdown opened up with
Vince McMahon coming out.
his swagger shown, his cockiness, his arrogance,
As ever.
big-headed since he fired Donald Trump. Anyway, he starts off by insulting Milwaukee, the town it was hosted in. Then he says some bad things about it. Then he tells them about Donald Trump. Then he brings out Teddy Long. Long goes to shake Mr. McMahon's hand, but Mr. McMahon doesn't shake it. Then Teddy Long says the main event, which is
the steel cage match between Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho and Edge.
But then he goes on to say CM Punk will be the special guest referee for that match. But Mr. McMahon says Teddy Long's on probation.
And then
Teddy Long's on probation, but Teddy Long's a brilliant manager. What is Mr. McMahon thinking? Your thoughts on that down there?
R-Truth comes in as ever, rapping his way, and then after the commercial break,
Shelton enters.
Shelton Benjamin, the Golden Standard, started calling him an underachiever.
Then R-Truth wins with the lie detector. Not sure. It's kind of that spinning move.
That's odd.
R-Truth then comes after the bell goes on. After he's been brutally attacked with words, he just goes on fire, attacking, controls the match early on. Then goes to back and forth, but then he hits with the lie detector and wins.
So it didn't last any longer. So then you see Rey Mysterio is getting ready for his match when Mr. McMahon and Teddy Long come in again. And Mr. McMahon says that there is a good chance Rey is going to lose at the Bash against Chris Jericho.
And then he just attacks Rey. This is just disgraceful. Says losing the mask will give him a favour. He'll be doing a favour by removing the mask.
How is that doing a favour? It's more like doing something very bad and odd.
Yeah. Anyway, then it was the Women's Championship match. Alicia Fox.
Women's Championship?
Women's match. Alicia Fox and Michelle McCool beat Gail Kim and Melina. Fox and McCool isolated, took her away from the action on their side of the ring, blocking her from tagging in. Once Gail Kim was in, yeah. Continue. First thought.
Gail Kim took over until Michelle McCool cut her off and did the faith breaker, and then 1, 2, 3, she's out.
That probably means that Melina will win at the Bash.
Yeah, no, it always.
Then Crime Time had a
Vince McMahon and Teddy Long come back again.
Yeah, in the back, speaking to CM Punk about he puts over Punk's Money in the Bank win. Then he asks about Punk being straight edge and whether it's a gimmick. Punk says it's not, and Vince chews out Long for thinking it was just an act.
Then Crime Time do Word Up, and they give us a lesson in Ebonics, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the word jackin', and it was quite funny.
Then the next match,
John Morrison versus CM Punk. John Morrison beat Punk with a reversal of a roll up into a bridge. Near falls were everywhere in this match. After the match, Punk was going to shake John Morrison hand.
But then he turned it into a GTS. And another question, do you think CM Punk is going to be dirty now or clean still?
I like CM Punk, he's one of my favourites, but anyway, I don't want him to turn dirty. Anyway, Punk and Morrison
do
very,
very
this definitely was the match of the night. John Morrison's been great, so is CM Punk.
Josh Matthews was in the back with Chris Jericho.
It's just typical Jericho. Just said, how he's gonna win, and that Rey Mysterio is a hypocrite and stuff.
Next,
then they did a promo about the Bash. Teddy Long and McMahon are with Jeff Hardy. They wish him luck. Vince McMahon doesn't. Then just some stupid conversations. Then it comes down for the main event. CM Punk comes up with his referee jacket on.
And then the match starts. The match was, one of those good matches.
It was quite good. Wasn't better than... It was definitely second, but not as good as Punk and Morrison. I mean, Punk and Morrison are definitely the future. Definitely.
Each of these 4 competitors got the opportunity to put themselves over before Sunday's PPV, which is the Bash.
And then the finish came when Jeff Hardy was getting distracted by CM Punk, but Edge hit the spear and got the win. So,
and then after the match, Punk gets a mic and
this is just a more heel thing to make him just seem a bit more heel. Just says some comments and stuff on Jeff Hardy. Yeah.
And then
to end the show, Teddy Long
and Mr. McMahon are back in the back. And Vince tells Teddy to keep performing like his job depended on it, and
that's the end of the show. So a few questions.
We've already said 2.
We won't repeat. Just go back in the video. Anyway, John Morrison and CM Punk, are they the future? Who's your favourite superstar? Just a little one there. And brief news. No Mercy is now called WW Hell in Cell.
And
no! It wasn't original. How stupid! Original! It wasn't original. They call it Hell in Cell. How original is that? Well done! Well done!
Cyber Sunday
it's now called
Annihilation.
Quite
an odd name. But do you think they'll keep it as you vote on the phone?
To sign off
we'll just sign
from X-Right
and the First Order.